After revealing himself to the world, Tony Stark becomes more than a hero. He becomes a global symbol. But far away in Russia, a man watches. Ivan Vanko, son of disgraced scientist Anton Vanko, witnesses Tony's rise. Before dying, Anton reminds him of one thing. Their work was stolen, and it should have been their name the world remembers. Fueled by anger and legacy, Ivan builds his own arc reactor, not to become a hero, but to destroy one. Tony's world begins to crack. 6 months later, Tony uses Iron Man to maintain peace while relaunching the Stark Expo to honor his father. But pressure builds. The government demands his technology. Rival businessman Justin Hammer pushes to replace him, and even his closest ally, James Rhodes, begins to question him. But Tony is hiding something worse. The arc reactor keeping him alive is slowly killing him. As his condition worsens, Tony becomes reckless. Instead of fixing his life, he prepares for the end, appointing Pepper Potts as CEO of Stark Industries. Pepper steps into the role, trying to hold everything together, while Tony continues to fall apart. Pepper Potts, the one holding it together. Pepper is no longer just Tony's assistant. She becomes the stability he refuses to be. She runs the company, protects Tony's legacy, and stays by his side, even when he pushes her away. But unlike before, Pepper starts to see the truth. Tony is not just acting reckless, he's preparing to die. Natasha Romanoff, the hidden truth. Tony hires a new assistant, Natalie Rushman, but she's not who she seems. She is revealed to be Natasha Romanoff, an elite SHIELD agent, sent to observe Tony and decide if he's still worth saving. Unlike others, Natasha sees through Tony immediately, his ego, his fear, and his condition. She becomes the silent force behind the scenes, guiding events without Tony even realizing it. Monaco attack. Vanko strikes. In Monaco, Tony enters a Formula One race, fully aware he might not have much time left. Then suddenly, Ivan Vanko attacks. Using electrified whips powered by his own arc reactor, he tears through the track and nearly kills Tony. This is personal, not just an attack, but a message. The Stark legacy will fall. Tony survives, but now he knows someone out there understands his technology and wants revenge. Justin Hammer, the false genius. Behind the scenes, Hammer seizes the opportunity. He frees Vanko and offers him resources. Hammer wants to outshine Tony, to prove he can do what Stark does. But unlike Tony, Hammer doesn't understand the power he's dealing with. He thinks he's in control. He's wrong. Rhodey steps in. Birth of War Machine. As Tony spirals, Rhodey is forced to act. He takes one of Tony's suits and fights him, not as an enemy, but as a friend trying to save him. This moment changes everything. Rhodey becomes more than a soldier. He becomes War Machine. But his armor ends up in Hammer's hands, giving Vanko even more access. Nick Fury intervenes, revealing Natasha's true identity and guiding Tony toward a hidden message left by his father. Using Howard Stark's research, Tony creates a new element, saving his life. For the first time, Tony stops running from death and starts fighting back. Final battle. Vanko's true plan. At the Stark Expo, Hammer unveils a new army of drones, but it's all part of Vanko's plan. He takes control of the drones and even Rhodey's armor. Chaos erupts. Natasha springs into action, infiltrating Hammer Industries and disabling Vanko's system. She proves she's not just a spy, but a top-level operative. With control restored, Tony and Rhodey fight side by side. Iron Man and War Machine versus Whiplash. Vanko returns, now in a powerful new suit, stronger, faster, more dangerous. Even together, Tony and Rhodey struggle. But combining their strength, they finally defeat him. Still, Vanko gets the last word. He activates a self-destruct, determined to take everything down with him. Tony rushes to save Pepper and succeeds. After everything, Pepper steps down as CEO. But this time, something changes. No more distance, no more denial. Tony and Pepper finally admit what's been there all along. Nick Fury informs Tony that while Iron Man is valuable, Tony himself is unpredictable. Still, he's allowed to stay as a consultant. And somewhere in the desert, a hammer is discovered.